Hi. So sorry, everyone, for the delay. I think this link is going live in 1 minute, and I think the comments then should start working, okay? Okay, we're just gonna wait a few more minutes. Okay, I can see the comments. Hi, guys. Can you guys hear me all right? Can you write in the comments if you can, or if you can't? Okay, cool. It looks like you guys can hear me. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna wait a couple more minutes because I'm just sending out the link to people who are on the old one, and then we'll get started. If anyone has any questions, oh, happy International Dance Day. If anyone has any questions, you can ask me on the side while we're waiting. We'll just wait maybe 3 more minutes and then we'll get started. Okay. So I started dancing so one of the questions I'm answering from the comments right now was, how long have I been dancing? I've been dancing since I was maybe like 6 or 7, but I did Bharatanatyam, which is like an Indian classical dance style growing up. And then in college, that's when I started to do like Bollywood fusion, hip hop. But shuffling, I actually just started in October or September through quarantine and TikTok. And then I just been combining it with all my other dance styles and music that I like a lot. So, yeah. And then what choreo? I'll be doing the Diwana Hai Dekho choreo, but I'm going to cater this very much to like a beginner's class. So we'll start with we'll start with stretching, we'll start with some shuffling moves that I'm going to be using in the choreo, and then the second half of the class will be more focused on the actual choreo. Okay? And then I think a lot of people are coming on from the other one now. So just to give a brief intro for this class, so this is hosted by DDN Legends. Thank you. So this is hosted by DDN Legends, and it's a workshop donation. So you can go to the DDN Legends Instagram page, which I have shared on my Instagram story, which I'll be updating to afterwards for this. And there's a donate sticker there. And then there's also a link tree on their Instagram and in the YouTube description as well. So you can read about the donations, and we would love if you can just donate however much you want. And if you can't, then just enjoy dancing here with us today. Okay, so I'm gonna put some music on, and we're just gonna start with stretching because this is gonna be a shuffle. It's a Desi shuffle choreo. And when I first started shuffling, I actually sprained some of my limbs. So you have to make sure you're stretching before and after this. So let's start stretching. From the right. Moving all the way over and really extend. Okay, go to the other side. Okay, and then all the way down. If you can't go all the way down, don't push yourself, but just try to make sure your leg is straight. You really want to make sure the hamstrings are being stretched here. Okay, down to the middle. to the left side. Okay, we're gonna do a right-sided lunge. You wanna make sure this is a right angle here. Okay, and then lunge to the other side. Your right leg up. Okay, and then left leg. And then now roll your shoulders back. Roll your shoulders forwards. Okay, now turn your head. Just go really slowly clockwise. One more time clockwise. Okay, and then go the other way. Okay, now shake it off. And then I'm gonna read some of the comments. Okay, so if anyone has questions, feel free to ask it here in the comments. I will do my best to keep checking it every few minutes, okay? Okay, so you can stretch out whatever else you need to, and we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna start with just some basic shuffle moves. I'm assuming, I know some of you guys have done shuffle dance just because I can see from the people on here. I've seen you guys on Instagram or TikTok doing it. But I am catering this class completely towards beginners. So if you have never done shuffling before, I am going to teach it like that. And if you have done shuffling before, I feel like you can always learn, you can always perfect. So it'll be fun. Okay, so I'm gonna get started with, let's see, we'll do the first move. So what I am teaching today is the Wana Hideko. And as you know, there's some shuffle moves in there. There's also like a kind of slide and moonwalk type of thing. So we'll go through all of that. The actual piece is really, really short. It's only like 2 to 3 8 counts. So we'll be focusing on the moves. So the first move, let me make sure you can see my feet. I'll move this a little bit more this way. Okay, so the first move I'm going to teach, some people call it like the Polly Pocket. You imagine an X on the floor like this, okay? So imagine like 3 dots here and 3 dots here. And the way you start with this move is you have both feet in the center. Then this is my right side. So my right leg is gonna go out to this tip of this X here, and my left leg is gonna move back at the same time. So basically the way this move looks is like this. You start like that. So right leg is in the front, left leg is diagonally in the back. Now I'm gonna bring this right leg from the front and bring it to the center. I'm gonna hop like this. So just try that again. So you have 2 feet in the middle, Then put your right leg in the front and left leg back. So 1, and then hop with your front foot to the center. So 1 and. Now we're going to do the same thing but on the opposite side. So we're going to bring this left leg and bring it to the X point on this side and bring your right leg back. So 2, and then bring your left foot, which is now in the front, to the center. Okay? So we're just going to do that a few times, slowly, and then we'll put it with music and just do that as repetition, okay? So start with 2 feet here. So right foot in the front, left in the back, hop, and now the left leg goes forward, and then hop. And the way I think about this is always the leg that's in the front is what I'm hopping onto right now. And then again, left leg, and then here. And the way it looks better, so sometimes if you don't move the leg that's supposed to go to the back enough, it just kind of looks like this. Looks like you're just kicking. But the key to this move is that, and it sometimes takes time just because sometimes you don't have the leg muscles if it's your first time shuffling yet, or it's just like learning how to walk, it's a different way of dancing. It takes time to get, but if you focus on really moving that back leg back, that's what makes the move look cooler. And also, just stabilizing your body. You don't want to be completely like moving your whole torso side to side. So those are just some things to think about as you do the move slowly, to really focus on. And then as you move faster and to keep doing that move, those should come more naturally. So I'm just going to count, and we're just going to do a few 8 counts of just that move. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and. Okay, let me see if anyone has questions. Okay, put your questions here if you have any questions with that move. We're going to bring that move a little bit faster, okay? So 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and. Okay, and as you can notice with my hands, I was suddenly just bringing it up kind of like this. A lot of times with some of the shuffling moves, there's no distinct hands, but there's some that just flow. And at first, your hands may feel really awkward to place. Like I felt like I used to watch myself in videos and I felt really stiff with my upper body. But just as you get used to the practice with your feet and it becomes more natural, you'll be able to kind of bring your arms with it. For this particular step, if there's no defined arms in the choreo, what I tend to do is I bring up my opposite arm. So when I'm bringing my right leg forward like this, I tend to bring my left arm up, and then I go to the center, I drop it, and then when I bring my left leg to the front, I tend to bring my right arm up. So it tends to look like this, but you can add your own flavor, do whatever you want with that. That's just what comes naturally to me. Okay, any questions? No, I don't see any. Okay. So the next move I am going to teach, and again, if for anyone in the beginning who missed it, these are just moves I'm teaching, and then we'll put them into the actual dance at the end of this class, or like the second half of it. Okay, so this next one is called the spongebob. I actually just put a tutorial on my page, so if you've seen that, it's similar. It's exactly what that move is. And this time, what I'm imagining is a line this way. So now I'm imagining 3 X's here on the floor here. So 1 dot here, 1 in the center, and then 1 on the left. And basically, you jump out with your left leg to hit the dot on the outside. So you go out, and my right leg is up. And now I'm hopping again on my left foot, but just bringing it back to that center dot. So here, and. It's hard to do slow. Now I'm going to the right side, so the dot that's on the outside here is where I'm hopping onto my right foot. So out here, and then in the middle. And then same thing again, you go for the left side, so left, and then in the middle, and then right, and in the middle. So basically you're hopping twice on each leg. The thing that's changing is where you're hopping. So that's why I imagine 3 dots to help me. Sometimes when you're going fast, you're not always hitting those 3 dots, but when you're doing it slow, that's conceptually what helps you with the movement. Because otherwise you just stand in place and it looks like that. Again, the whole idea is the placement and the movement of the feet that makes the difference. So we'll go slowly with just that move, and like 8 counts slow, and then we'll bring up the speed. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and as you notice, when I jump in the middle, the leg that was out just comes behind. And then again, the leg that's out, so my left leg just comes behind when I hop in the middle. Okay, any questions? Nope. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna bring that speed up a little bit, okay? And also, I'm just gonna answer, just a few people have been asking for the new link, so sorry, just give me one moment. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we're gonna do that move again, a little bit faster now. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, and let's do that one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay. Great. So let's review the first step and then the second step. And then we're going to move on to learning how to do like the moonwalk / slide. And I'll give you alternatives too for it if it takes time to get, but I think you guys can get it because these are like the 3 main big moves to learn, and then it's just putting them together. Okay, so let's do the first move first. So the first move was the Polly Pocket. So it's the right leg in front, and then going to the middle, and then left leg in front, and then going to the middle. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, now we're going to do the SpongeBob move. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay. So if no one has questions, yes, this is a workout. Okay, so if no one has questions, I am going to move on. So this next one is the glide, I guess it's called like a glide. So the way you start this glide in this particular piece is we're going to start with this right leg going out here, and you're putting a lot of the pressure on your toes, and you're kind of leaning onto your knees. So yeah, so you just want all the pressure there. Then what I do is I bring my left leg to right next to where my right foot is. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to switch. So before my pressure was on my right leg, now I'm going to switch it and put the pressure on the toes of my left leg. So now I'm kind of leaning on the toes and bending my knee of my left leg. And it came right in front of where my right leg was. So my left leg comes right here, and then my right leg pushes back. So you start from here and go 1, and while my right leg pushes back, so you don't have to have it floating right now. I know that's a little bit difficult. I have it floating to give more of that like moonwalk effect. But for right now, if you're just getting used to this move, I would just lean here and then switch your weight, and then you can drag your right foot back, okay? So your right foot's here again. So on your toes and with your knee bent, then bring your left leg here. Have it now switch the weight and move your right leg back, and now I'm facing towards the back. And then just watch this because I know you won't be able to do this and watch it at the same time, but I'll break it down after you watch this. So now I'm doing the same thing, just facing the back. So I'm going to my right side now, and now I'm putting the weight on my right leg with my weight on my toes and knee bent. And then I am bringing my left leg over here, again, here, and switching the weight, and then pushing it back. So this whole move is about weight shifting. So it's like weight shifting from my right to my left, and now weight shifting again onto my right, but just moving to the opposite side. So going to my right, and then now going onto my left. Okay? Any questions with that? Okay, now, so we're going to do that a few times. So 5, 6, 7, 8, right, left, right, left. Okay, again, 5, 6, 7, 8, right, left, right, left. And again, 5, 6, 7, 8, right, left, right, left. Okay. Okay, so those were the main moves for this dance. So now we're going to get started actually teaching the choreo, which is many of those moves. So if you guys don't know this dance yet, I'm going to just show it to you quickly. Okay, so this is the song. Okay. So that's how, that's what I'm teaching today. As you can see, it's really short. Okay, so what we're gonna start off is, we're gonna start off facing the back. And we're gonna turn over our left shoulder. So I just turn over my left shoulder and then kind of skip 2 beats. You'll hear it with the music when we do it a few times. And then the first step is the first step that we went over. You're just doing it once on each side though. So it's 1 and 2 and. Okay? So let's start. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and. And then this next step is the glide that we talked about, that we just taught. So we go to the right side. So this becomes 3. And then you switch over with the left. It becomes 4 and 5. So let me make sure that's right count. So that's just 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. So it's actually slower. So it's so this is 1 and 2 and 3, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. So you have a count for each weight shift. So 3 and is here, and then switch to 4 and 5 and 6 and. Okay, so we're going to put it from the beginning all together. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we turn over our left on the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. Sorry, I sped up that part because it's really hard to do the glide really slow. Okay. So let's do that one more time, and then we'll try to put that with music. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and I'm actually just going to finish this 8 count just because it goes kind of with this move how to get out of it. So it's the same concept as that first move that we did, which was like this diagonal one. It's just all the way to the side. So we just got out of this glide this way. Now you're going to bring this right foot in front and this left foot back, and we're just horizontal. So this is 7, and jump forward with the, jump onto the front foot, into the middle, and then again, bring your right leg there, and then jump on it. So it's actually a little bit, sometimes it can feel a little bit awkward when you're doing double for one, but this is basically a double, like on the same side. But it's the same exact concept as a diagonal move at the front. So again, let's just try that for horizontal. So you ended this way with the glide. Now bring your right leg to the front. So 7 and 8 and. Okay, any questions? Nope? Okay, cool. So let's do it from the glide and then add those last 2 counts. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Okay? And now let's do it from the top, and then we'll do it with music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Okay. So let's do it with the music. If you guys want to watch the first time, you can watch. If you want to mark it with me, then you go ahead and mark it with me. Okay, so we're going to do that again. And if you need to watch again, feel free to watch or mark it. 7, 8. Okay, so I'm going to put the music a little lower this time and do the counts on top of the music so you guys can hear it. Oops. 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and. Okay, I'm going to do it that speed without the music now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and. Okay. And guys, if it's your first time shuffling and it's hard, that's okay, that's expected. It's hard enough just to learn some shuffle moves on their own, and then to put it together is like really hard. But I just want to get through this, and then at least you have the basis, you can practice it and put it together. So I'm just seeing a question. How do you ensure you're strong and fit to perform, because don't your legs get tired? Yeah, so they used to get really tired in the beginning, and I got sore and stuff. Honestly, it's just certain leg muscles that you don't really use normally. But as you just do some of the repetitive like moves, like those basic moves that I taught in the beginning, over and over again, your legs just get used to it and get stronger. And then you just get less tired. Like in the beginning, I would be hopping around and using a lot more energy, but now it's more that it's natural. I'm not using actually as much energy as I was when I first started learning. Okay, let's do that one more time, and then we're going to move on to the rest of the choreo. Okay. Sorry, I didn't count you out. I'll do it again. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Okay. I hope you guys can hear where it's starting. It's hard when I can't get direct feedback right away, so I can't see where you guys are at. Like if you guys are comfortable with this, or like I'm going too slow or too fast. So feel free to even comment there, say like, we got this, move on, or like, can you slow down and do a move again? Because it's hard to gauge when I can't see anyone. But I'm gonna move on. So after you do this step, now we're gonna go into the SpongeBob move, which is that one I taught you in the beginning, which is this one. So from here, your end here on your right leg. Now and you're in the center. So now your body is facing here, but we're going to shift towards facing the front and move your left leg out. So it goes to the outer dot, and then now bring your left leg in, and then do the same but go on the right side. So right, and then bring it in. Okay, so we're going to do that from where we left off, right here. Okay, and we're going to do it again. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then again. So we're here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now I'm just gonna bring it in. So I'm gonna from the previous move. So I'm gonna count you off as 7 and 8 and 1 and 2, 8. Okay, so we're gonna put that all together. So 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and. And I'm slowing down the second part, but let's bring it all the same speed now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, and then now we're here. I'm just gonna move on. So now we're doing, just how we did a double this way, we are going to do a double with the left leg in front now, but diagonally. So it's left, and then left goes in the center, and left in the center. And again, my right foot, you want to make sure it's moving back, because then it's just going to look like this. Which doesn't really look like as cool as that. Okay, so if you do the SpongeBob, now you're on your right leg. So that's why it makes sense to bring this left leg forward. So bring it there, and now you're hopping onto your left leg, and then again. Okay, let's just do that a couple times with the SpongeBob move into that move twice. So to start the SpongeBob move, we're like this. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay? Any questions? Okay, well, yeah, I guess that's the benefit, is you can do this at your own pace and then practice it. I'm just reading some of the comments, but it just takes practice, guys. Okay, so let's start from, so we're here. So again, from the SpongeBob, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those actually aren't the counts, it's 1 and, so it's half of that. So those are 4 counts. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring it all together from the top. We are almost done learning it. I told you it's really short. I think there's like another 4 count, and then that's it. So let's just practice this a couple times. We'll add that 4 counts and then just keep drilling it a few times. So from the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Okay, let's do that again. Same speed, and then we'll bring it up a little faster. 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay? Any questions? Nope. Okay, let's do that a little faster than with music. 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Okay, now let's do it with music. Okay. Okay, any questions? Are you guys getting it? Can you give me a thumbs up if you're getting it? Or no response to is good. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Actually, I'm gonna do that one more time and then we're gonna learn the last bit. Okay, good. So. Okay, so I'm just rewatching my video because I actually do some arms in the beginning that we can add in, but we can do that at the end. They're just like little add-ins if you want to add them in, but you don't have to. Okay, so the next step is, so we just finished right here, so 4 and. Now what we're going to do is, so we are going to cross that. So what we do is, let me see how I can explain this. From here, you are ending your move on your left leg here. Now you are going to cross over with your right, and then twist, twist, twist. So the way I'm going to explain that is, I'm just going to show you from the side, even though you're facing the front. So the leg that's on the ground basically just doesn't do much except move. You're kind of moving your heel like this. And your hip for your right is moving with that because you put it in front of your leg, and you go here. So I'm putting my heel down on the right side, and I'm kind of facing towards my left diagonal. Then I'm twisting down this way. So I'm kind of bending my left knee in the back and pointing my toe in the front. And then twisting again this way. And then twisting down to the right. Okay. So 1, 2, boom, boom, and that you can vary up a little bit too. If you just want to do like this twice, you can do that. Whatever you want. It's just basically 2 twists here. Okay. So to add that on to this from the SpongeBob moves, we'll do it from there. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and. Okay? And I'm just going to finish it up. So after this, it's a 7 and 8 and. So what I do is I jump in 7 and 8 and then I turn. So what that was is you end here. Now you're going to jump out with both legs, and I'm pointing my heels out, and I'm on my toes, basically. So my heels are out, my knees are in. So whichever one gets you to that position, you can think. I often think of like putting my knees in, but it helps some people to think of their heels out. But you're doing both, so whichever one helps you get there. So twist, 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 then jump. I'm on my toes, the weight's on my toes. Now I'm going to shift my weight to my heels, and I'm pointing my toes out. Okay? So basically hit, 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 then toes, heels, and then, sorry, it's hard to do slow. So yeah, toe, heel, and then you're going toes again. And again, my knees are bent in and my heels are out. So, cross, 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 toes, heels, toes. Now, I'm gonna cross over. I bring my right leg in front of my left so that I can turn over my left shoulder and then run off and I'm done. Okay? So, yes, it does need patience. I'm in practice. But it sounds like you guys are doing great. So I'm going to review that move one more time at the end, and then we're just going to drill the whole thing several times. And then I guess I'll go a little, since we started late, which was, I'm sorry, my fault. I exited out of the old link. But we'll go like a little bit over the time limit, but feel free if you guys need to go. You can go whenever, and we'll just drill it at that time. Okay, so let's see where to start. So let's do it from the SpongeBob move and add in all of it, including this, and then the jump, out, jump, and then cross. So from the SpongeBob, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1. When you turn. Okay? So I'm going to go over that last move one more time from after this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and so the 7, you're dropping onto your toes, then out onto your heels, and then toes again, cross, turn. Okay, so one more time from 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and turn. Okay, any questions? Thank you, guys. Okay, so let's do that whole thing with music. I know it's gonna be a little bit faster than what I've been counting, but let's just do it with music together the way so you can hear it, and then we'll drill it with counts and with music, but it'll alternate a little bit. Okay, and if you feel comfortable with the move, or if you've learned this dance before, feel free to like add in your own style or and in like the hands or things like that. Like in the beginning, when I do this move, in like some of my videos, I'll like do like this, and then when I'm doing the glides, I kind of like over exaggerate my arms like this. But you can do whatever you want. You can push, you can do that, you can like, yeah, add whatever you want in. So if this is too easy for you, do that. If you're still working on the footwork, then just add that in later when you get comfortable with the footwork. Okay, so let's go. 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1. Okay, let's do that again. And let me know how you feel. If you want me to go back to counts or just keep doing it with music, you can write that in the chat. 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 2. Okay. Keep going, or you guys are good? Do you want to go with counts? Let's do it once with counts, just because I don't know if anyone will write if they want to go back. Okay, let's do it once with counts, and then just keep doing it over and over with music. And then if you guys have questions for me, you can ask me here just about anything. If not, you guys can feel free to go whenever. And counts. Okay, cool. Let's do it with counts. I'll do it once slow, and then once medium, and then we'll do it with music. So, go in the back. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1. Okay, and we're gonna do that a little bit faster. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and boom. And then now fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and boom. Okay, music. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep doing it over and over with music. You can do whichever ones you want or stop whenever you want. It's just gonna keep replaying. 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 1, 2, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1. 7, 8. Okay, any questions? No? Okay, let's do it like 3 more times, okay? And then I think we'll be done. And then I would love to see if you guys, or Instagram or TikTok, if you guys do this, perfect it, whatever, if you video it, tag me, let me see it. I'd love to see it because I can't see any of you guys right now. Okay. Okay, let's just do it like 3 or 4 more times. And I'm just gonna keep going straight. I might get tired, so I might stop, but you guys keep going. Okay, one more time. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining. Anyone have questions at the end? Okay. Well, I'm so sorry about the glitch in the beginning, but hopefully if we do more of these in the future, either on my page or with other networks, well, I'll get the hang of this online thing. But so happy you guys got to join and glad you guys enjoyed it. If you felt like this was super difficult, don't give up because I actually started shuffling one time and then I gave up after like one video and then I came back to it in like October and September and actually got more into it. So just have to keep practicing because once you get the basic footwork, a lot of these other moves come much more easily. It's just like learning to walk, honestly, and getting used to it. So thank you guys for joining and thank you guys for all your support and love in the comments and just on social media. So again, love to see your videos. So tag me and let me see them. Okay. And then always happy for more feedback. So, oh, thank you. You're a fan of my BNet. Okay. Yeah, so I'm always happy for feedback. So you can always DM me. I try to get through them. Sometimes it's hard to, but you guys are welcome for teaching you. And I would love to hear more things about what you guys want to learn, what times work, what platforms are good to teach. And hopefully I'll be getting more into that consistently. Okay, so thank you guys.